water, your orange juice, whatever you're drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because guess what? If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful, so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So, great day, great day, great day, beautiful people. And as I wait and usher people in, today we're going to get us some Shannon Blake because we trying to stay away from them energy vampires. So let's get it this morning.
You know those people who suck off your energy? I call them energy vampires. Well, energy vampires can suck you dry. That's why I keep my circle small. That's why I keep my circle tight. I learned my lesson to always trust my intuition. Cause some of these people, they don't have my best intentions. Pay attention, cause there's always more snakes in the grass, ready to fight any chance that they have. I burn the stage to cut ties and say my goodbyes to anybody out there that doesn't deserve my time. Cause my time is precious and my energy delicious. They be trying to eat without doing the dirty dishes. I love you from a distance, so please get out of my kitchen. If you don't serve the goddess, get your check because you're finished like a niece. I'm free from toxicity, and I use an evil eye to protect my energy. So if you don't respect my boundaries, you're a succubus. I don't need all do a ceremony just to cut your cords because I love me. I know my worth, I know I shine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. I know I'm cold, I know I'm divine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. Yeah. Protect me all the time. Protect me all the time. I'm well aware that I attract what I allow in. I am a vibration, people can tune in. I broadcast, I am love, I am abundance. I am an armor made the golden light I trust in. My spirit guides, they help me land upon the best path. I'm learning how to navigate being an empath. Sometimes the red flags look green, I forget that I'm even. I remember I'm the farmer that's been planting all the seeds. I meditate for circle 99, I feel free. Ho'oponopono, please forgive cause I am sorry. It's not forgiving, I let go because I love you. It's not forgiving, I let go because I love me. I know my worth, I know I shine. I know I shine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. I know I'm cold, I know I'm divine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. Yeah.
Good day, Goober. Good day. Good day, beautiful.
Protect my energy all the time. I know I'm cold, I know I'm divine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. Protect me 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 all the time. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. I know I'm cold, I know I'm divine. So I'm gonna protect my energy all the time. Yeah.
Good day, beautiful people. I got our affirmations for today. It's Wednesday. I got us a well-being card. I'm gonna get us a card from the Sacred Forest. And guess what? Don't allow them energy vampires to suck off your energy because protect your energy all the time. All the time. So I hope that you woke up in a peaceful place and looked at yourself in the mirror while you was brushing those beautiful teeth and said, hey, listen, good day, gorgeous. Because guess what? Today is going to be an amazing day. Regardless of how it ended yesterday, today is a new day. You can get things right today. You can start over. I am here. I am grateful and I am blessed. And that's all I need. And so I'm going to start my day out. Let's get it this morning, you guys. So the first affirmation says, the spirit's expansions is always ex yep, exponential. I got it. The spirit's expansion is always exponential. When your capacity for suffering increases, so too does your capacity for peace. And the longer you're willing to go toe to toe with your demons, the friendlier they become. The spirit's expansion is always exponential. When your capacity for suffering increases, so does your capacity for peace. And the longer you're willing to go toe to toe with your demons, the friendlier they become, because there is no fear there anymore. It says, hey, when you expand your capacity for suffering, that means that, hey, it's not because you want to, it's because stuff happens and we take on a whole lot of stuff. They said, so do you have that same capacity for peace? So when shit go kaboom in your life, because it do, and it has, when it go kaboom in your life, guess what? You can have that same amount of peace. So just know that, hey, when stuff then went haywire, when it then went the other way, guess what? Know that on the other side of that, when you get through that same amount of chaos or whatever was going on in your life, you can have that same amount of peace in your life as well. So it says, as you go toe to toe with your demons, they become friendlier because they realize that you aren't afraid of them anymore, because you pick peace out of everything, no matter how chaotic things are. I'm not saying that you don't handle business, because guess what? We do that. But at the end of there's some peace there. You know that everything is going to be in divine order for you. So guess what? Those demons are scared of that. Because why wouldn't I be? That means I don't have no control over you no more. See, we might look at demons a different kind of way, but that means that I don't hold you anymore. I don't have any control. And not to say that they won't stay around, because they will stay around. They stay around because they want to see what you got. If they can jump back in, if they can get it again. Good day, Kaya. Good day, beautiful. Good day. And so they stay around. Demons stay around. People stay around with their bad intentions because they want to see what they can get out of you. But the more that you put into you, the friendlier they become, because they know they can't touch that. They know that they can't do nothing with you. That you're doing your absolute best to take care of who? Me. You. You're not worried about nobody else. So I'm taking that this morning. The next affirmation says, I know that I do not have to mold myself to others' expectations. I can just be me. Say it again. I know that I do not have to mold myself to others' expectations. I can just be me. The funny thing is that even with saying that, the first thing that popped in my head, you guys, was this guy, when I was on the police department, telling me that I curse too much. And I didn't even know how to take that. I was like, because I grew up in a household where curse words were regular words or whatever the case may be. And he said, well, if you want to get somewhere in life and blah, 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 this and this, you're going to have to lose that. His expectation of me was too much. And so I can only be me. I can't be anybody else. I can't be Goober the guy. I can't be Kaya. I can't be Crazy Wild Granny. I can't be Alex. I can't be Michelle. I can't be Meditate no matter. I can't be Miss K. I can't be Cousin Bird. I can't be Cousin Nikki. I can't be anybody else but the person in whom I share this whole little soul with. Just me. I can only be me. And so people expectations of me is or expectations of you. So let's put it it's something else because people hold these particular expectations, and when you don't fit in a box, when you don't fit their expectations, then they're disappointed and all kind of things. But the thing is that we ain't supposed to have expectations of people. That's that's taken away from their free will. That's not allowing them to be the person in which they need to be. You get what I'm saying? And so you don't have to fit anybody else's expectations, just your own. Just be the best version of yourself that you know how to be. Nobody else's expectations, because when we try to live up to somebody else's expectations, sometimes we fall short. Sometimes we exceed their expectations. But the thing is that who are you doing that for? You or them? I'm just saying this morning. So as I keep going, let's get this started. It sounds like Maddie Patty Pie is having a whole hard time this morning, but nonetheless, everything's in divine order, and I'm gonna get her out of here for school and everything else. I hope everybody is having a good morning. I'm having a wonderful morning, regardless of what go on. I am going to check through this day and be absolutely amazed at what happens. I started out this morning with meditation. I finished a 10-day meditation program today, and so I am geeked up. Manifestations is real, and so what are you manifesting? What are you thinking about creating and bringing into this atmosphere? Because right along with me bringing peace for myself, I have some goals in which I'm trying to get to, and so I'm definitely manifesting the right now. Ooh, let's get it this morning. It says, I choose my unique path to joy. I choose my unique path to joy. It says, no one can create in your experience, for no one can control where you direct your thoughts. On the path to your happiness, you will discover all you want to be, do, or have. So the thing is that nobody gets to choose your happiness. Nobody gets to choose your life. You are in control, and that goes with the expectation again. People's expectations of you are not your problem. Now, again, all I can see is one of my bosses telling me, or he was talking to somebody on the phone and they was telling him what they couldn't do or whatever the case may be, and you know what he said? That sounded like a you problem, not a me problem, because that was their problem. It wasn't his problem. And so at the time when he said it, I was like, damn, that sounded kind of harsh. But at the end of the day, that's true. That's their problem. It's not a my problem. It's so I can help people solve problems. I can, and I do. But for the most part, that's their problem. And a lot of times, hello, beautiful. How are you? Good day. Yes, I do remember you. I don't remember how to say your name. You got to put the name up there again, but I do remember you from the other day. Good day, gorgeous. Good day, good day, good day. How are you, beautiful? And so, with that being said, nobody can create your experience. Nobody knows what's going on inside your head. You can look at somebody and have a blankest face, but inside of your head, you could be thinking about 1,000 things and they don't know exactly what you got going on. And so other people's expectations of you is of their problem, not a you problem. Good day, good day. Thank you so very much. I'm glad that you are doing fine. And the last time I seen you, I think it was your birthday, and so I hope you had a wonderful time, beautiful. And so, with that being said, I'm not living my life in somebody else's expectations. I am doing exactly what I want to do and living this life the way that I want to live it. And the funny thing is that when we look at other people and the way they live their life, as long as they're doing the things that in which that makes their heart sing, that brings them peace and happiness, then why can't we just be happy for them? Because guess what? We have expectations of them. Even with our children, we have expectations of them. And I get it because I had these expectations of my kids. And the funny thing is that when they didn't live up to them, they felt bad. And I have no expectations of them. I want them to live their life the way that they see fit. Because guess what? I guided them until they were grown, until they could make the decisions in which they need to make on their own. And I had to come to grips with that thing. So a lot of times, even as parents, and I told you this before, we have a hard time with letting go. We want to direct our kids. We want to make sure that they're on the right path. We have expectations and all kind of stuff. But the whole thing is that sometimes we hinder them with all of those things as well. Because your expectation of them and their expectation of themselves don't match. And so you're causing them grief because they want to live up to your expectations. They want to please you. Can you sometimes let people know that it's okay to not be okay? It's okay to fail. It's okay to not live up to your expectations or the expectations in which they done placed on themselves that they don't need there. Can you tell somebody that it's okay to not be that person, to not expect particular things from people? Because we let ourselves down a lot of times just from expectations. We expect people to know how to treat other people. Well, the whole thing is that if I grew up in a toxic family, you just assume that I'm grown. And if I grew up in a toxic family, how could you expect me to be civil when I don't even know what civil is? When I don't even know how to solve problems. I didn't grow up in that kind of atmosphere, but you expecting me to know how to do that. Your expectations of me sometimes are too high. So allow people to be who they are and where they are. And stop expecting anything from people. So let's get it. I am going to get a Sacred Forest card. And it's going to be an absolutely great Wednesday. Friday, we are doing numbers, you guys. So I'm going to explain it right quick. You come on. No, you don't put numbers in the comments. You put hearts in the comments so I can write your name down when I get to that particular portion of the live. I do readings. And so that is Friday. If you would like a reading, no, it doesn't cost you anything. Just some of your time being here and listening to me give affirmations and stuff. And I will give you a reading afterwards. And so if you would like that, please tune in with us Friday. And I want to say this out loud before I get to reading this card too, is Friday I'm probably going to, no, ain't no probably. We meditating Friday morning. So please come on prepared to meditate. And if you do not want to meditate, which is absolutely fine with me, please click on 15 minutes afterwards, because the meditation usually lasts about maybe 10 minutes or so. So if you do not want to meditate with us Friday morning, just click off. Don't come on to 7:15, 8:15, whatever 15 it is for you guys. And that is absolutely fine with me. Listen to this. It says the wise woman of the grove, grace. Grace, giving people grace and mercy. That's funny. Because as I talk about people's expectations, they are also telling you to learn to give people grace. Ain't that something? It says the wise woman of the grove steps forward and hands you an intricately carved wooden box. This is my gift to you. Guard it well. With care, you open the box. Inside rests a perfect ruby. It sparkles in the light. This is a joy activator. She says, hold it to your heart and all around you in all directions. All beings will relax and find joy in the moment. Joy is the great gift that you can give another. It is a gift of grace. Joy is a gift of grace. Have you ever just been in somebody's presence and they bring you joy? You are happy to be around them. That's a gift. They feel relaxed. That is a gift. It says when this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a remarkable time of ease, wisdom, healing, joy, and inspiration. Your ability to hear the voices of spirit is rapidly expanding. Spirit guardians are watching over you with immense love and kindness. Being in a state of grace means being blessed by divine forces. Grace can mean having enough inner nobility that even if you know your opinion is absolutely right, you don't push your point. And that is so funny because I've been in that scenario where I know that I am right, but I will not force my stuff on anybody else, regardless of how right I feel I am. I will not force my stuff on anybody else. That's just like my mom used to tell me about talking to people about politics and religion and woo woo and all of those things, because what, those conversations become way overbearing and too much. But guess what? I will not force religion, spirituality, any of those things, anything that I believe on anybody else. I can tell you what I believe here. I can tell you what I do. I can tell you how I meditate. I can tell you all of those things, but those are things that I do. I will not force anything on anybody, regardless of how right I think I am, because just because I think I'm right don't mean that you're wrong. I've learned that. So it says you are willing to drop it, knowing that in the great scheme of things, it is not that important. Besides, the creator knows the truth of the situation, even if others don't. There are times to be abruptly, starkly honest, but this isn't one of them. Be diplomatic and gracious in your interactions with others. Speak love and kindness. We don't always have to be right. We don't always have. We can know that we're right. Like I just said, I've had so many scenarios which I know that I'm right. I'm a mortician. I'm a retired police officer. And so when people talk about law, when they talk about dead bodies, I know a whole lot about those things. And sometimes I just have to be quiet and not say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because people know what they know. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I could say, hey, you wrong. Just like I'm going to give you a prime example. When people tell me that bodies sit up, and my response to them is not in the sense in which you think. There's some scientific behind that on why a body would sit up, but people swear up and down that bodies sit up. And when I even try to explain to them that, hey, they may have some gas in their stomach, and if you push the stomach, what happens? The top part of the body comes up. They like, yeah, whatever you talking about. I seen a body move. I can't change their mind, and I just let it go. That's not my fight to fight. I can't tell you what you seen. So if you seen a body sit up on you, then hey, maybe you seen a body sit up on you. But from my experience, from where I stand from the things in which I've experienced, these are the reasons that bodies sit up or whatever the case may be. And so you know what I'm saying? But who am I to take that away from them? I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened. I know what my profession says. Sometimes we just got to let it be. You know that you're right. I know that I'm right. I've done hundreds of bodies. I know that I'm right. But I'm not going to take that away from them. So I allow it to just be. You don't always have to be right. That's love and kindness. To just allow people to keep their thoughts. And eventually maybe they'll, figure it out. And if they don't, that's absolutely fine too. It says the spirit of the wise woman of the grove says you can relax and let go. Your path is guided. Spiritual nobility is growing within you. The spirit is grace. The spirit of grace is softly unfolding in your life. Kindly honor the truth of others, even if you don't agree. Didn't I just say that? Kindly honor the truth of others, even if you don't agree. Or if you know better. The Creator knows the truth. And so that's what it said. It said that sometimes you have to be okay with knowing that okay, they don't know the truth or whatever the case may be, and that's fine. It's absolutely fine. What does it take away from you just because they won't accept that what you said or how you do things? What does that take away from you? It takes nothing away from you. The Creator knows the truth. You know the truth. So why do you have to browbeat it into somebody else? You don't. You are absolutely perfect right where you are. And just like you don't want people judging you, then guess what? Stop judging others. Stop putting expectations on other people that you don't want put on you. Stop putting labels on people that you don't want on you. You do absolutely fine. And sometimes you just need to understand that people are in a different place at a different time in their life, and your expectations of them are your problem. It's not their problem. You want people to love you right where you are. So can you start to love people right where they are, even when they don't meet your expectations, even when they don't look the way you think they should? Can you just allow them to be? And if they don't fit in your circle, that's okay. But send them with love and kindness. That's it. It's not so hard. Sometimes we just make it that way. And so, with that being said, again, I'm going to remind y'all that Friday we are doing numbers. And I'm going to get ready to go and get Maddie Patty Pie ready for school. I love you guys right where you are. I have no judgment because I don't even know you guys like that. I love you for showing up every day. I love you for waking up this morning. I love you for loving you. So know that you are perfectly imperfect for you. Thank you so very much, Crazy Rock Granny. I love you so very much. You are so kind to me all the time, just with kind words. And I appreciate that because even when I click this button, you guys don't know what I go through unless I tell you. And so I'm grateful for you guys being kind and loving me. You are perfectly imperfect for the people around you and even for yourself. I love you right where you are. I want you to continue to be the best version of yourself because you already are. So go out here. Have a wonderful day. Stop expecting people to do particular things so that they can stop expecting stuff from you too. You are loved, you are peace, you are kind, you are patient, you are everything that you need to be right now today. And I love you right where you are. And so with that being said, you guys, I will see you right here tomorrow for the card. Absolutely. You know what? Absolutely. I agree. What you do to others comes back to you. And that is why I love Crazy Raw Granny because she don't have many words for us. But baby, when she do, those words sink into your soul because the way that you treat other people is definitely what we get back. And you can think of it as karma or whatever the case may be. But everybody is reflections of ourselves. And so when you see things about other people that you don't like, then hey, that's that shadow work. That's that looking at yourself and knowing that, hey, maybe I need to do better. I'm just saying, you guys. But regardless of whatever it is you thinking this morning, you are absolutely great. You are loved right where you are. You are awesome. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are, how great you are, how amazing you are, and how you going to make it through today. That's all you need to do is one day at a time. And I love you right where you are. And so I will see you right here tomorrow morning for the card of the day. I love you guys. Bye bye.